Welcome to Factually Strange, the channel where we dive into the bizarre, the unexplained, and the disturbingly true. From unsettling true crime cases to the odd corners of history and pop culture, nothing is too strange for us to explore. If you're someone who's fascinated by the darker side of reality or curious about the things most people overlook, you're in the right place. Today's story takes us into the chilling crimes that happened in a place you'd never expect. The dentist's office. When we think of a dentist's office, most of us imagine routine checkups, cleanings, and the occasional filling. But behind the sterile white walls of these seemingly safe places, there have been some truly disturbing crimes. Today, we're diving into the dark side of dentistry, some of the most shocking and chilling crimes committed at dental offices. These are stories that show how, in rare cases, the people we trust to care for us can betray that trust in the most horrific ways. Number 1. Dr. Michael Swango. Dr. Michael Swango is known as Dr. Death. But what makes him so infamous? Swango's killing spree began in the late 1980s when he worked as an intern at various hospitals and dental offices. His weapon of choice? Poison. He would administer lethal doses of cyanide and other poisons to his victims, often using his trusted position to gain access to them. But it wasn't just patients who fell victim. Colleagues and coworkers were also targeted. Swango was charming, well-liked by his peers, and seemed like a promising medical professional. But beneath the surface, he was a cold-blooded killer. His first known murder was in 1993, when he poisoned a co-worker. It wasn't until 2000 that authorities began to connect the dots, discovering that Swango may have killed up to 60 people in total. He was eventually arrested and convicted of several murders, but many believe the true scale of his crimes is much larger. Number 2. Walter Palmer. In 2015, Walter Palmer, a dentist from Minnesota, became the center of an international scandal when he killed Cecil the lion, a beloved and well-known animal in Zimbabwe's Hwange National Park. Palmer, an avid trophy hunter, paid for the privilege to kill Cecil during a hunting trip, but what he didn't know was that Cecil was a protected animal and the hunt was illegal. When the news broke, the world reacted with outrage. Palmer's practice was inundated with protests and he faced death threats from animal rights activists. Despite his claims that he didn't know the hunt was illegal, Palmer's actions sparked a global conversation about the ethics of trophy hunting. His once thriving dental practice was temporarily shut down, and his reputation was tarnished forever. Number 3. John Roger Lundgren. While most people assume that dentists are licensed and qualified, that's not always the case. In Washington state, John Roger Lundgren ran an illegal dental practice for over a decade. Lundgren wasn't a licensed dentist. He had no formal training or education in dentistry, but that didn't stop him from performing dangerous procedures like extractions, fillings, and even root canals on unsuspecting patients. Lundgren used his charm and low prices to lure in vulnerable people, often those who couldn't afford legitimate dental care. His lack of professional knowledge led to severe complications for several of his patients. When authorities caught wind of his actions, they discovered he had been operating without a license for years, putting countless lives at risk. Number 4. Dr. Howard Schneider. Dr. Howard Schneider, a pediatric dentist in Florida, took advantage of vulnerable children and the Medicaid system for years. Between 2000 and 2015, Schneider performed unnecessary and invasive procedures on children, procedures that caused them pain and trauma, all while defrauding Medicaid for millions of dollars. His victims included young children who were subjected to root canals, extractions, and other surgeries that weren't needed. Schneider's actions were discovered when several parents and former patients filed complaints, and investigations revealed a pattern of malpractice. Schneider had been billing Medicaid for fraudulent procedures, leading to a large-scale criminal investigation. Although he was facing numerous lawsuits and criminal charges, Schneider passed away before he could face full legal consequences. Number 5. Fake anesthesiologist causes death. In 2016, a tragic death occurred at a dental clinic in Texas, where a 4-year-old child died after being administered anesthesia by an unqualified person. The person who gave the child sedation was not a licensed anesthesiologist, and the procedure was not properly monitored. The child's death was ruled a result of improper medical care, and investigations revealed that the clinic had failed to follow critical safety protocols. This case raised major concerns about the regulation of dental practices, especially when it comes to sedation. Parents who trust dental professionals with their children's care were left devastated by this preventable tragedy. The clinic faced legal repercussions, and calls for stricter regulations in dental offices increased in the aftermath of the child's death. Number 6. Dr. Charles Adelson. In one of the most shocking cases involving a dentist, Dr. Charles Adelson of Florida was accused of orchestrating a murder-for-hire plot that ended in the brutal death of his brother-in-law, Dan Markel. The murder was the result of a bitter custody battle between Markel and Adelson's sister, Wendy. In 2014, Markel was shot and killed in a targeted attack, and evidence soon pointed to Dr. Adelson's involvement. Dr. Adelson was arrested and charged with conspiracy to commit murder after investigators uncovered recordings, testimony, and evidence that implicated him in the plot. The case not only revealed the chilling actions of a family member involved in a murder, but also highlighted the dangerous lengths to which some people will go in personal disputes. These cases remind us that even the most trusted professionals can be capable of unspeakable acts. While the vast majority of dental professionals are dedicated to patient care, these stories show us the importance of remaining vigilant and aware of the individuals we trust with our health. Thank you for joining me as we explored these dark and disturbing crimes from behind the dental chair. If you made it this far, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Which of these cases did you find the most shocking or interesting? Let me know in the comments. And if you've ever had a strange or unsettling experience at a dentist's office, whether it's something you saw, heard, or personally went through, feel free to share your story below. I'm always fascinated by your perspectives. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more in-depth investigations into strange and unsettling true crime stories.